politics next? You want to do the weather?
No,
what do you
done,
want? Okay.
Done.
Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. Sorry we missed you guys last week, but we're back. We're going to try to get back on a regular schedule. But to my left, as always, Jason.
Hey.
And this week, special guest. We finally brought you back. I think you were like episode 13 or something. But Emily Griefer, what's up?
Hi, everyone. Hey, what's up?
Real quick, I do want to say, did you guys hear about Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah, he died.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
He died. R.I.P. Gilbert Gottfried. R.I.P. the parrot from Aladdin. I actually do like Gilbert Gottfried a lot. I thought it was really funny. But finger kissing time for Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah, they said he passed from an illness, but didn't say what. So hopefully it wasn't painful.
Hopefully it was not. I hope not.
Yeah, he seemed like a good guy.
I recently heard somebody call him, like, they pranked him or something like that, but, he doesn't talk like that.
Oh, really?
In real life. Yeah, that was, his ongoing act, from what I understand, the way he spoke.
Everything I saw him in, he did, of course, but he even does.
He actually spoke like a regular person.
What's that Cameo where you can pay celebrities to send a message? Mm-hmm. Our friend did that to our other friend. They paid Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
David Diaz, who's also been on here, he paid Gilbert Gottfried to do a message to our friend Clinton Taylor.
Nice.
And he was such a dick to him, but it was hilarious. But he did the voice. But yeah, I hope he wasn't in pain, because one, that would cause pain to his wife hearing that pain voice all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm just kidding. No, I love Gilbert Gottfried. And,
I'd like to see what stage
RIP.
the pain voice came in comparatively.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah. What if his pain voice was him normal?
Yeah. Ow, I'm in so much pain.
Yeah.
Seriously, this really fucking hurts. Stop. Can you stop this? I would like a painkiller, please. How long are you in comedy now, Emily?
It's been just over 4 years.
Just over 4 years?
I know. Feels like forever.
Yeah, it does. I feel like I've known you way too long. Yeah, it just became over 7 for me, and I'm like, really? And I ran into a guy Sunday who said I was hosting his first open mic, and he said I wasn't really a dick, but he said he came to sign up at 4 o'clock, and when he came in, I was hosting the late blocks at Hyenas. He goes, hey, when am I going to get on? And I looked him up and down. I was like, you'll get on when we tell you do. Okay, pal? There's 160 comics here tonight, okay? So maybe you'll get on.
Is that being a dick? I feel like that's just being honest.
Yeah,
it was his first open mic. What did he expect?
Exactly. And he said at first he was mad, but then he realized how it works. He goes, oh, that guy was actually really nice. I've been cursing him for 2 years. He lives in Austin.
Do you remember when you were first doing open mics and stuff, though? I mean, even people telling you that it's still going to be a while, you're like, they're fucking dicks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fucking dick. And they even say polite, too, and be cool.
Yeah, but I'm like, why are you being such an asshole to me right now?
Bro,
I want to do it. Let me do it.
I'll give you a ticket for a drink.
Just let me do it. I'll buy you a drink. I saw my first open mic. I did my research. I did the old Dallas Comedy House, and I think it was Grant and Christian running it, and it was taking forever. And I'd read on the website, it said if you buy them a drink, that might improve your spot. So I got these dudes hammered, and I still went up almost dead fucking last. And I even asked him, I was like, oh, you 6 drinks, dude. Can I go on now? I don't care. I'll go the scumbag way. Fucking,
sure.
You want some Coke? What do you want, dude? I can find anything. And he's like, dude, if you're new, you go on last. And literally when he said that, this chick is on stage. She goes, this is my first time. And she was prime spot, number 13 or 14. And I was like, hey. He goes, that's my girlfriend. I was like, that makes sense.
Makes sense. I was about to ask. I was like, how does he know her? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then did she stay with her crowd that she brought with?
I don't know. I went back outside and got high in my car for 3 hours, and I still had to wait.
Because I remember a few of your first open mics that I went with. There was people that were there to support all their other friends that were going up, but then as soon as they went up and were done,
that's classic open mic.
Group would leave.
That's why if it's a good manager running an open mic, they know to put that person up later, because then all the comics get to have a crowd for a bit.
Yeah.
So some of them will do that. Some of them. I've seen people managers running a mic turn down $100 offered to them to go up earlier. I'm like, bro,
I was there for that.
Me. Yeah. Offer me $100. I'll put you on right now, bro.
Yeah, I'll give you my spot.
I'll shove Ross off stage and be like, get out of here, dude. This guy's next. He's here, sir. Here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite club? Your favorite club to work on a weekend? Not open mic, but what's been your favorite experience at a comedy club? Where's that at?
Just in general, I mean, I love the Fort Worth Hyenas, the way that room's set up, acoustic wise, and the stage is a little bit elevated, but it's not too high where you feel like you're looking down on people, even though I love to look down on people.
I was gonna say, I know you love to look down on people,
but it's really cool. But I worked with Mo Ammer 2 weeks ago, and his crowds were amazing, and I loved it. They were we were at the Dallas Hyenas, and it was just a fun wave of energy, and that was probably the best weekend I've had in a long time. It was really good.
Those re-energizing weekends, you're like, all right, I won't be an accountant. I'll keep doing comedy.
Yeah.
But I've had those. But like, so would you say Fort Worth is probably your favorite club?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I do love that club. It's almost like what I would imagine some clubs in New York are, because you got to go downstairs and it's in a basement.
Yeah.
And there's 2 comedy rooms.
And there's not good cell service, so people aren't like, usually they're not like texting because they realize they don't have service.
Yeah, there's no
so
service
they're
in
a
that
little
room.
bit more present, which is really nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way when you go into a finish line. You ever notice that? You try to pull up your account to show your points
Yeah,
and
because
shit.
I do Afterpay or Klarna, so I can pay in full with no interest.
So like, nah, you're
They
gonna
should be
use a debit
sponsoring
card,
us.
bro.
But yeah, no, because you have to do it on your phone. You have to like tap your phone, but you can never. There's no signal.
Yeah. I almost wondered, I'm like, do the places like plan for that or put some like graphite or lead or some shit in the ceiling or something like
I
that?
don't know. I'm always like, just give me your Wi-Fi, bro.
They
Like,
probably
yeah.
just don't pay the bill.
Yeah, it just
That's
happens.
quick, yeah.
It's old lead paint.
Yeah, don't come in here to check your Facebook. Buy some Jordans and get the fuck out. Yeah,
We're not trying to have you hang out here.
which was my plan, anyways. But
Yeah.
what about on the road, like outside of Texas or outside of DFW, like any other city, state? What's another
We
really
got
good
Austin, San Antonio, Houston. Where
Austin
else-
doesn't
where else
count.
do
It's a
you
La
go?
La Land.
Where
Yeah.
do you go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Papa Joe's gonna have the best club.
Yeah. Houston is always really fun. I have a good time in Houston. I like
Secret
Secret
Group?
Group a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. I'm performing at the Riot in May, and I've never performed there, so I'm excited.
Isn't the show called The Riot? Is it at like at Rudyard's or
Yeah,
somewhere?
it's at Rudyard's,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Rudyard's
I've
is
never
cool.
been there. Yeah.
Rudyard's is cool, but I mean, nothing for me top Secret Group. I've seen it transform like 3 times. They're like construction and redesigning,
Yeah.
and it's always just so dope. The people are so cool there. Like, it's
Yeah.
just a fun time. It's just a fun ass city.
Yeah. I did the Vulcan Friday, and it's a interesting setup, it being a bar, because it's like the stage is really high, because it's like usually a music venue, so people are really below you, but then there's a balcony where there's people above you watching you.
Yeah.
But it's like it's up so high, like it's not even in your eyesight to where you would be like looking at these people. So it's a little disorienting.
Yeah, it's weird because you can't decide if you want to look at the people up here or look down here. It's
Yeah.
like, 'cause all out here is you just see the bouncers and they're like vaping vending machines and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a DJ behind you, which is always interesting. So
Yeah, I had a DJ bomb my set in Oklahoma City recently. Like, I was doing pretty well, and they started playing sound bites to fuck with me, and like kind of making me look like a fucking tool over here, like a doucher. When I was having the first good set of that show, and finally I was like, "Hey man, you up there beat booping your fucking buttons?" I was like, "How about you play us a song you wrote?" And like, he didn't play nothing. I was like, "Oh, you don't write songs. You just get money off of other people's work. Okay. How about you shut the fuck up during my originals?" And that brought the crowd back. And then every time he played something, this dude would start yelling. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, man. This dude's telling jokes." I was like, "Hell yeah, bro."
I love that he tried to make you look like a douche, because you can do that on your own.
Exactly,
like, you don't
dude.
need a DJ to do it. That's actually embarrassing.
Yeah, if he
A
would let me
wingman.
finish one bit, he would know I am a douche. Yeah,
I
it's
don't
easy.
need your help.
Yeah.
So,
And it was funny because he was actually doing it to all the white comics that night. And then at the end, I was like, "By the way, bro, I'm Mexican. I'm not even white." And he got on the mic. He goes, "My bad, bro."
I should have known.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have fucked with you then.
Yeah, but he did like all the other white comics even went after me. They're like, he did the same thing to me. I'm like, why do they have a DJ at a comedy show? Fucking let him play before and after. We don't need him.
They paid him for the 4 hours, so he's going to be there for the 4 hours.
They paid him for a whole R. Kelly album.
I gotta tell you, I felt like he would have asked to see your ID.
I got that thing on me. That's why I carry it around. People don't believe I'm Mexican. They think I'm white or Italian all the time. So I keep that little fucking brown card.
Little piece of proof.
Yeah, I keep my green card on me. Yeah, fuck that guy. Let's move on. You got some
All right.
questions for us?
Yeah. How about would you rather to start it off with?
Perfect.
Would you rather sneeze every time you pee, or fart every time you cough, no matter what?
Okay, I wrote this one, so let me specify. Every time you pee in the middle of your pee, you sneeze. And anytime you cough, even if you just clear your throat too hard, you got a toot.
Like that.
I pick sneeze every time I pee because that's in private. No one's around for that. No one's going to hear that. But you cough, people cough in public all the time, so people would be constantly hearing you fart. And what if you're sick? You're just like constantly farting. No,
Some people got some butt trumpets too.
Yeah,
you know?
I pick
Yeah.
sneezing and peeing at the same time, because then it's like already like, well, you pee standing up, you're a man, but like when you're a girl, it's like you're
My
already
body, my
sitting.
choice.
So,
I sit.
yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if you sneeze, I was thinking about this since you brought that up. As a girl that sits down to pee, if you sneeze every time, you could blast the wall. Have you ever sneezed
If
when
I
you
was
pee?
standing up, I guess I could, but
No, sitting down. Like, couldn't you just?
Yeah, it causes like a massive spray, like a.
Because I've had to sneeze while peeing, and it feels like that cartoon where they like kink a water hose, and there's like the big bubble coming. It feels like that's happening to my penis. I get
it burns like
scared.
It burns like a bitch.
Yeah.
It hurts. That's what I'm saying. Maybe is it different
Well, that's
for women?
herpes. That's different.
Is it different for
That's
women?
chlamydia.
Have you ever sneezed while you've been peeing?
not that I
chance?
remember. I don't remember that, but if I had some traumatic experience like you clearly did, I wouldn't.
Several
Several times.
experience says.
I would remember how either that felt or how I felt about it. But no, at least no matter what, I'm still in private. I can still deal with it. So I'm like, nah, I'll take this.
That's
like,
fair.
this is fine.
That's fair.
My secret is I'm always farting, so it doesn't
You'll
matter.
just stick
fair.
with that.
Yeah.
You'll stick with that.
I fart every time I cough.
That's not private.
I only cough when I have to fart.
How about the
So,
spin on it would be that you'd automatically have loud farts too every time.
oh, they are. That's why I'm coughing. That's fine. You already got the cover-up story. It's plug and play.
Okay.
So I'll take that.
You thought this
what
one
would you
out.
take?
Yeah, I guess I don't want to. Now that I'm out in public again a little bit more, I guess I wouldn't want to be farting. Before I would have been like, "Hey, I work from home, just fucking fart,"
Yeah.
But I guess I'll go with the sneezing pee at this point. It burns, it hurts.
It's scary.
But
I
you
feel
know
like it's
what?
gonna pop off.
I mean,
It's painful. I literally will cut it off, even if I'm in like a drunk pee where it just like you got to get it out. You've been holding it. You're in a car, or whatever. I will cut it off and stand back and sneeze a bunch of times, and then go back. To
I feel like the details of this one are like you're just gonna have one sneeze while you pee.
Yeah.
So in that sitting of piss. So I mean,
your body, your choice.
yeah. I'll go with that. It's one time instead of continuous. all
Also,
throughout.
a lot of women who've had children pee when they sneeze. It's like a pelvic,
And when they cough.
Yeah.
But that's backwards. They pee like the sneeze pushes it out.
It is,
If you
'cause that's-
sneeze while you're already midstream. I feel like it's a different.
Yeah, I mean that's a pelvic floor issue, but I mean still.
Welcome to the pelvic floor. They got floor models in there. Okay, you made it sound like it's a sales room.
Random question. How would you describe the sky to a blind person?
Not very well.
Obviously.
I'd be like, it's like picture what you see, but blue. Blue is just lighter than what
Yeah.
you see. Actually,
What is blue? So the next
Yeah.
question. That was
Sure, how would you describe blue?
What is blue?
I would say I can show you what the sky looks like at night, and then you punch him in the eye.
Let them see stars.
Yeah, exactly. I just showed you nature, bitch. Do blind people see stars if they get punched?
I don't know.
I mean, you would imagine so. No, maybe not. I don't know.
I would imagine. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. How would you describe the sky?
I'd be like, okay, well, it kind of has the consistency of cotton candy from what I would imagine. And how I would describe the color blue, I'd be like, it's what water feels like. Like, that's like probably the
You've
best.
done acid before. I
have,
You
yeah.
have done acid before.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like her
That's pretty
answers
good,
better.
yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just assaulting motherfuckers out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I'm just punching down on blind
It's
people.
just making sense.
Only because they can't catch me. Well, I mean, they can catch me. They just can't see me.
What do you think would be the hardest thing in your life to give up?
Drugs.
You're working on that, right?
Yeah. No, I have, but I mean,
Wink.
just weed. I mean, weed's not a drug.
Okay.
If you get high and crash your car, you are probably going to crash your car either way, you dum-dum. That's how I feel. But drugs,
That's your thing.
bacon,
Yeah. Oh, there
meat,
you go.
meat in general. My favorite food is meat.
Yeah.
I like trying
That's
new
what
meats.
my thing would be. That'd be the hardest thing is red meat.
Red
I think
meat?
steak. Eating red meat.
I think-
Burgers.
I drink a lot of coffee a day. I'll drink probably like 8 espresso shots in a day.
Jesus.
That's too much.
Shit.
Yeah. But so
I was wondering why you were
coffee-
looking a little Dr. Katzish with the wiggles there, you know?
or rice and pasta. Like any of that is so good.
That's just
Like
like-
I would eat that shit every day if I
Can't do
could.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Impossible.
be huge if I had. But
Impossible. to
Yeah.
quit. Okay.
I don't think I can give up Olive Garden.
Oh,
Like,
I
well,
love
What if they
Olive
forced
Garden.
that on you? They almost went out of business a few times.
I'll go find them, dude. I mean, I'm sure I can find the recipes online, but
You You said the same thing about Fazoli's, and I never hear about you stopping at the thing when you
I
pass
Yeah,
out.
the one in
fucking
Waco.
love Fazoli's.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with
We survived
Fazoli's.
3 years in a shitty apartment off Fazoli breadsticks and all the red sauce we
Pyramids
could
of
steal.
breadsticks.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
we were lining our pockets with foil. And
God, they're so good.
Bring more breadsticks.
Yeah.
Especially like if you could like heat them up in the oven after you've been drunk.
Oh man, I wish air
Like,
fryers existed
it's
back
so
then. When we were
good.
doing
I stick
that.
shit like that in the air fryer now.
Oh God, that'd be so good.
What's one thing that your ex gave you that you still have?
The air fryer. She gave me that for Christmas, so I was like, oh, okay. It's a little sexist, but sure, whatever.
Yeah.
What else?
I have some expensive jewelry, but that's more of like I haven't gotten around to selling it type of thing.
Is that legal?
What do you mean?
It's
it was
her
a
jewelry.
gift. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, and plus it's been like what 4 or 5 years. They haven't asked for it back. So it's like, come on, at that point.
Possession is 9 cents of the law, from
Yeah.
my experience.
Did you
guess-
ever have the 3-week rule when you were like a teenager? Like if you like, me and my friends all had this. I don't know if you guys had this. So it's like if you like went to a friend's house and like you left a sweatshirt there, they had 3 weeks to ask for it back.
Ooh.
And if they
You're
ask for
hardcore,
it back
man. Fucking keeping
within
people's
the
shit.
3 weeks,
I will show up 22 days later and be like, give me my shit, dude. Let's go. Like, that's mine,
No.
bro. It's not yours.
it would be mine. I mean, if it was like, I'm not something valuable. I'm not talking about like
Now,
actual
would you
valuables.
wear their shit to school like
Yeah, I
3
would-
weeks
I
later?
would flaunt it. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Did
but
you get into fights at school?
No, absolutely not. Who would fight me? No.
I'm scared of Emily.
Yeah.
Can I borrow that sweatshirt?
Nobody wants to speak up and be like, that was mine, though.
We never had that rule.
No.
Never did. But also, I didn't leave my shit anywhere because I'm just not that kind of person. I'll leave my stuff at Jason's house, but I know he doesn't want any of my stuff.
Yeah,
So,
but I
but
mean, it's
other
like
than that-
shit like a sweater. Or
Just your
something.
lighters
like
or pens?
nothing like.
I
Yeah.
only had a rule about that is like if you leave a lighter or a pen. Leave a lighter or a pen, like
Come
20
on, it's
24
like,
hours.
Yeah,
That's
like
mine.
why are you asking for this
No,
back? Yeah,
we did have a 24-hour rule when we were roommates. If we had your lighter more than 24 hours, that's not your lighter anymore.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And
Yeah.
text messages and phone calls didn't count. You had to show up in 24 hours
Yeah,
to get
yeah.
it.
I could just ignore a text. You have to show up and get this lighter if you want it. I'm
I
not
never
bringing it to
got
you.
that picture message saying anything about it.
Like, what are you
so-
Yeah.
talking about? We're like, oh, my phone's fucked up, dude. My bad. That lighter's gone, bro. What's something you have that your ex gave you?
Kids.
2 children?
Yeah. Another
Yeah.
bill.
I have a red throw blanket that's so soft, and I like every time I look at it, I'm like that bitch. But then I roll up and I'm like, oh, that bitch. Yeah.
Because I literally don't think I have anything that any ex has ever given me otherwise. I mean, mental anguish, PTSD. I mean, that kind of shit, you know.
I have a tracksuit an ex bought me.
Is it a nice one?
It's a black Adidas one, but I don't wear it anymore because now the style's different, where the legs are more tapered.
Oh, okay.
And like so, when I wear this, it just looks sloppy to me. So I
Oh,
don't wear it. It looks
gotcha.
like a Jinko
It's like
tracksuit
flowy,
now.
like flowy.
I mean, you can get
Yeah.
it taken in.
And actually, I did lose a little weight because the jacket is 3X, and now when I wear it, the sleeves like hang off my hands.
Oh,
It's too
gotcha.
Big, so.
Take that
Well,
shit
good
to the
for
dry
you.
cleaner.
Good for you for losing a little weight.
For what?
They have them hem it.
I'm depressed. It was on accident.
It wasn't on purpose.
I already got another black one that's
Better.
more sleek and
Okay.
yeah, it fits better.
Do you ever like just wear it around the house just to be comfy?
No,
Nothing.
no.
Okay.
I
He's
use
like-
it. I use the pants to wipe up Gigi's pee.
Eee.
So you want a tracksuit?
No.
No, I wouldn't use a tracksuit for that. I respect the tracksuit gods more.
All right. What's the best way to respond if you accidentally walked in on your parents banging?
In my room, Dad.
I would just walk out and never address it. I
Just
would
right
never
back
talk
out,
about
just
it.
In and
Yeah,
out.
I would just.
They're doing the in out.
Yeah, we.
Like, Dad, you never played Xbox with me. So stupid.
Stop hurting mom.
You guys wrestle weird.
Don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only
You
make
never
eye
address it.
contact. I don't want to see anything else but eyes in that room.
I feel like it's going to be extremely tainted, the whole situation, if you do.
The situation is double tainted at that point.
Would you rather throw away love or money?
Money.
For what? What are you throwing it away for?
I don't care. It's
Whatever
love.
the reason is, would you prefer to
I
throw
throw money
love
away
or
anyway.
money
So,
away?
I mean,
If you had to lose money or love, how about that?
I would rather lose money. Yeah, I mean.
Well-
yeah, because love could be anyone. It doesn't necessarily mean like a romantic partner. It could be family, close friends. Like
Let's
that
say
could
you
be,
were wealthy and you lived on that level.
I
Though,
just farted when I
and your
coughed,
kids
but-
live on that level, and everybody's
Yeah.
used to that level.
are we talking about romantic love, or are we talking about just love in general?
Like
Because
real love.
I love some of my friends, and some of
Are
them.
you talking about
I'll
a
keep the money.
romantic
Yeah,
partner?
it would be a romantic love.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, you're like, oh, I fucking love Jordans. I'll fucking get rid of them.
No, fuck that. I'll break up with her. I mean, that never happens. They break up with me, but I don't know. That's a tough one. I think I'd rather lose money.
Still.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's a romantic partner, I would rather lose the love. I fully believe you can fall in love with anyone. I think there's about 1,000 people in DFW that would probably be a good partner for anyone.
There is no
collective
destiny.
Where are they?
Yeah.
Where the fuck are
You're
they?
not
Because I found
looking
all the
hard
bad
enough.
ones. I'm looking pretty hard.
I'm just saying
I'll
they're
tell you.
out there, so I'm like, nah, I could find someone who would love me and do everything I asked for just as well as that other
I
person
feel
could.
you there, though. Because
That's a gangster ass answer right there.
I fall in love with any pretty girl that
Seriously.
smiles at me, so I lose love every day already. So I'm switching my answer. I'm gonna.
Like every time I go to the gas station.
Oh,
just-
you think I'm playing?
Like if I have no money, I would say like, yeah, I'll lose money. I'll keep love because at least I'll be broken with somebody, instead of alone. But
Sure.
You won't be with her for long if you're broke.
you got a lot of money. Like, yeah, nah, fuck the love.
Oh yeah,
See
if
you
you were
later.
talking about the money level I'm at now, yeah, I'll lose some money. But if I got more than $48, then
Also,
see you, bitch.
if you lose money but you still have your love, now you're financially dependent on that person, and that makes things very complicated.
I've been there before. It's not that complicated.
it's pretty cut and dry.
Just get good at separating the colors when you do laundry. Wasn't a racist thing. And
Just make sure you're
do
constantly
chores.
wiping down the counters and
Yeah.
shit. Just look busy.
Yeah, just act like your boss is walking around the office.
Slice
Grab a
tomatoes.
broom.
Yeah.
We don't even eat tomatoes, but I'm slicing them
Just for tomorrow. Yeah, you never know.
in case you decide you like them one day.
How about, would you rather have penises for nipples or penises for toes?
Penises for toes. I don't even have to think about that. Penises for
Dick
toes.
nipples? Yeah.
Yeah, because my nipples are always hard, so I'll go with penis toes.
Okay, they'd be like,
Yeah.
man, you got some chubs happening there for your nipples.
Well, look at the way you're dressed. You're asking for it.
Then if someone has like a foot fetish, that's like a 2-for-1 for them.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's like
That's a 5 for 1.
that is. That's 5 dicks on that
Yeah,
foot.
imagine the OnlyFans you could have. You would you'd be the only person with that. You would completely take control over
Very
that
niche
market.
market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd make a lot of money.
You'd be like
absolutely.
talking shit to the guy with two dicks on Twitter.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure. Like, fuck
yeah,
you, bro.
you ain't shit, dude.
Yeah.
Plus, I love CBD. It helps me sleep, and every time I eat CBD, my right one gets so hard I feel like it's going to lactate. So I don't want to pre-cum on my shirt.
Are you sure you don't have like breast cancer? Like that's
we get nipple
concern.
boners.
I chose to lose money, so I can't afford to find out.
Nipple boners. That would suck.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would.
It's inappropriate.
So,
highly.
like, if you have penis nipples, is that how you have sex? Do you just shimmy in sex, or
No, I mean, I think you
Or
still
do you
have
still
your.
have your
I would
regular-
imagine in this scenario that you have your own genitalia still, whatever
Yeah.
it may be, and you just happen to also have either dicks for nipples or dicks for feet, toes.
I mean, either way, it would just be your partner like jerking them off. I mean, that's what it would be. I
It's a lot
mean,
of dicks.
I would imagine
These ones and these ones and these ones.
you guys want to see a cool trick?
it would be an experience. I would say
couldn't-
people would not forget that.
You couldn't wear your beloved Crocs anymore because your dick would be your
They'll-
dicks would be hanging
Yeah.
out.
In all fairness, they're fur lined, so they'll stuff in real nicely.
So-
and fur feels really good on dicks.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
so they'll be sticky Crocs.
Ew.
I thought they were gross already.
I was waiting for you to say something on that one, but okay. Wide open there. I heard a theory that Bigfoot was a dimensional traveler, probably.
Okay,
Do you think that's...
is Bigfoot a dimensional traveler? Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know a ton of homeless people with wilderness skills. So, I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like if it was a demented traveler, though, why is he like 10 feet tall?
Demented?
Or what, delusional?
He's,
I don't know.
it's a big
Whatever.
hairy guy walking around naked. He's kind of demented. But
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, he's not naked. He's wearing that hair. I mean, like whenever you see a blurry image, they look like they have long hair. They're like a Wookiee. They look like
They look like a Wookiee.
But think about this too: with the age that we're in, the age of technology, with satellites, everybody has a cell phone. There's cameras everywhere. I mean, you're always being watched. It's so hard to get off the grid. Why do we not have one clear image? One, either he's not real, or two, he's interdimensional traveling and he's going back and forth between dimensions.
What was the two if I didn't bring up the interdimensional travel? Because this was something I was having a discussion with some, like, obviously I got a whole lot going on.
Yeah,
Discussion-wise.
right.
We were drinking, in all
Yeah.
fairness, but
The two.
What's the other thing? So I was like, if there was a Bigfoot, they would see it. Like we'd know, we'd see it, we'd
Yeah.
know. Somebody would have saw it somewhere.
You
It'd
would
be for
find
real.
a body.
It'd be
You would think.
exposed.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
would find.
Also, why have we never found a dead one? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
no
then-
skeleton, nothing.
Nothing.
Like,
And then dude told me, he was just like, "What if he's an interdimensional traveler?" And I was just like,
you would have to
I don't
prove
have
that
anything to fucking say to
interdimensional.
that.
yeah, cheers and fuck you.
I worked with a headliner who was a big Bigfoot believer.
Yeah.
Who was it?
I'll tell you later because I have some stories
Yeah, I
about
was gonna
this.
say. Sounds like you have other stories.
I do. He was like showing me videos on his phone. He's like, "No, it's real." I was like showing me all this stuff. I'm like,
sure.
I think I know who you're talking about.
but he also didn't believe in redlining, and so I was like, "Ooh, okay, this
What's
is
redlining?
where it's like mortgage companies, like they like create areas that like back like at 70s, 60s, 70s, 50s would like black people couldn't purchase homes
okay.
within.
Oh yeah.
So
Like gentrification. and-
Yeah,
and
they-
like,
well, they would deny them home
Segregating-
loans, yeah.
They would only approve them loans in certain areas.
You hope that's not still happening.
I mean, I think I definitely know there's racism.
Yeah.
So it's like there's
Yeah.
probably people, maybe even if it's not so
I think
well
now-
documented, I think it happens.
Well, they're called HOAs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
I think the HOA does it now and just forces people to move and lose money on their house. I don't think they deny it so much now on race because I mean it's that with age of the dollar. If you got the dollar, like there's black people and Middle Eastern people in every neighborhood.
I thought you were
mean,
gonna do
You
blue,
are
blue, green,
also-
purple.
there's purple people in my
There's
neighborhood.
no fucking purple people unless they got
I'm
beat up.
interdimensional. No.
Battered women might be a little purple. but-
You-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like you should give them a loan no matter what their credit is.
yeah. But
yeah.
you are also,
don't hit women.
Yeah,
I'm
don't do
totally
that.
against it.
Unless she's
Absolutely.
taller than you, then
Yeah.
punch up.
I'm just saying you're like also working under the assumption that other people are living in larger metroplexes like we do. So it's like if you're like a small town and there's only one bank that's like doing this and the whoever's the loan officer is like has some real racism issues, like I wouldn't be surprised if that was
Yeah.
happening.
All right, how do
Even
you
if it
pro- yeah,
wasn't.
you're
How do you
right. I
pronounce
can
your
see
last?
that.
How you pronounce your last name? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why didn't you mark out your race on the form? It's
Yeah.
like, and then it's. I could definitely obviously see that still happening
you
for
skipped
sure.
a couple questions.
Yeah,
on the
right.
thing here.
How do you spell Shaniqua? Yeah, and then they're like, "I'm sorry, we're just not going to approve."
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. That's not cool, guy, girl, whatever. Your body, your choice.
They, yeah.
Okay. You got more questions? We're at the end of the.
I mean, I got one
You
or
got
two
one
maybe
more?
still. Yeah, sure.
Pick a good one. and then we'll
Don't
move
say
on.
that because there's no good ones. I already did the good
Well,
ones.
pick one we can make good.
That one's about herpes. Okay, so who would play you in a film?
Asking for a friend.
Who would play you in a film? Who should or would or
Who do you
could?
get told you look like?
The dude from Smash Mouth, or Guy Fieri. Yeah,
That would be kind of cool,
I was
though.
gonna say kind of like Shemp too from fucking Three Stooges.
when I used to shave my head. Yeah, I photoshopped a picture of me at a barbecue with Guy Fieri and the guy from Smash Mouth, and the chick liked it on, I think it was on Instagram, and she started DMing me, and then she came out to a comedy show and she like believed this picture was real.
Oh my god,
And
I love that.
finally,
So funny.
I was like, no,
When
I
are we
made
gonna
it
meet?
up.
When are we gonna meet the chef and the singer?
Yeah. She goes, somebody once told me the world was going to roll me. She wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh my god.
She sounds like Trash Can Nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Jonah Hill when he's on his way either down from being fat or up from being skinny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if he could grow a beard, yeah, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know if he can or not. I've never seen
He
him.
has
yeah,
an
he has a beard.
immaculately large blonde beard right
Oh,
now.
he
He has
does?
I
He's
saw
playing Jerry Garcia in the biopic.
Oh, I
he
didn't
is?
know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw him on the last season of, or the season before last of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he had the yellow hat, and he looked like the guy on the what's the fish sticks, the Fisherman's
Gordon's
War
Fisherman.
for Gordon's Fisherman.
Oh, that's
he had
funny.
a full on like curly Jew beard going.
Oh, I
so,
had no
yeah.
idea he could grow one. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty majestic. It looks like a lion.
Yeah,
Kinda.
it's
That's cool.
They're
yeah.
filming it right now. I've just seen like clips of like whatever. What he
who
looks
who,
like.
who would play you in a movie?
I mean, I would hope Ryan Reynolds.
No, he's not gonna.
Ryan Reynolds in the fat suit, like in that one movie.
Oh,
Just
what is-
Friends?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
That's fair.
That might
I like
work.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
That's how I know. He
I
would
just
never
want
play
Ryan
Jason.
Reynolds to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
the only person people ever tell me I look like is Scarlett Johansson, but that's like they're really kissing my ass.
almost couldn't tell the
If
difference.
I'm dolled up,
Do these
if
people,
I'm dolled
do
up, I
these
can
people
look
think
pretty
you
good.
can get them booked on shows, or are these newer open micers saying this to you?
I had a comic who was hosting the open mic at a club, and he, like, after my set, whatever, he's like, "Oh, give it up for Emily. You know, she looks like if like Scarlett Johansson was beautiful," and everyone around was like, all of our peers, and I was like,
You're making us uncomfortable, bro.
that, but also it's like she is beautiful.
Well,
it's
yeah.
like not like a question, and it's like if I don't look like her, okay, whatever. Like,
If who was beautiful, is he saying though? If she was, or if you were?
if she was,
Oh,
and I was like, she is though.
beautiful.
That's
you
the
fucking
whole
idiot.
point. I know.
Who is that? I'm gonna punch this motherfucker.
I'll tell
for
you
real.
after.
Yeah, please tell me after.
But that's
We're
what
gonna
I'm
have to
and
saying.
I'll tell it next
We're
week
gonna
on
have
the
to
next
make a
episode.
Patreon episode on this.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just the thing. I'm like, why you like? Everyone knows she's gorgeous. Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Of course she's prettier than me. She's a fucking movie star. Like,
She,
duh,
she was
like,
the she was the only good part. What was that one? Don John or whatever. The one where Jogolev, as I call him, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He was addicted to porn. I think it was like Don John or something.
I
And
haven't
she
heard
played
of
like
it.
some New Jersey chick in that he met at the club, and she was. Because you remember, I used to hate ScarJo.
Yeah.
I used to
remember.
I used to not be
You
able
hate
to
her
stand
'cause you
there,
couldn't
but
have her, but yeah.
yeah, I still
Yeah,
hate her for
that's
that.
usually how that
I still
goes.
hate her for that. I flirt like I'm in kindergarten. So, all right, let's move on. Let's do the open mic. So you're gonna go first. I'll hold this. Give it a good stern spin in either direction, and let's see what we land on.
who's your daddy? My father's name's Jerome.
Tell us about your dad.
My dad is, I think he's 61. He's from Kentucky. He's got a stiff upper lip. Never tells me he's proud of me. Loves golf.
Keep you working for
yeah,
it.
loves golf, basketball, baseball,
If
football.
he said he loved you, you'd be a stripper. That's how that happens.
I know.
Is he a hugger?
No.
No.
No. Any
Does he give you money?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
That's
So
how
he
shows
does tell you he loves you. then.
That's how he shows me he loves me, but that's not my love language. My love language is words of affirmation.
Tell him to love me. 'Cause my dad didn't give me shit besides therapy that I pay for.
And my dad
Yeah.
just left. So
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Tight.
Oh. Did he get cigarettes or did he not get anything at all?
he didn't say what he was leaving
No,
for.
he,
He just
uh,
fucking left.
He got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he's
Isn't
like,
that wild that you could do that? That's wild that a parent could just be like, you know what? I'm fucking
well,
gone.
especially in the 80s,
saying,
particularly.
like,
You
Yeah,
just-
now it's a little harder because they can track you down. If you get
Yeah.
a job, they can garnish your wages. They'll find you. But like back then, you could just set up families you could set up franchises all over the country and just disappear.
That's what I'm saying. Like people, like their parents
Those were the
left,
days.
like right before cell phones.
Goddamn cell phones ruined.
I know.
I
Right?
had an ex try to look,
GPS.
I had an ex try to look up my dad where he went afterwards and stuff, and come to find out he was just like literally like 6 blocks away from where. Like,
Did you
where-
ever like confront him, being like,
No, he died.
Did you know what GPS stands for?
what?
It's good parenting strategies. I can't talk. Damn, I stuttered. Fucked it up. Anyways, yeah, I am a loser. Whatever. My dad loves me though, and he tells me. And he used to beat me, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, brag.
you can use my dad if you want, dude.
You think?
Yeah. He doesn't. He's so old. He doesn't know the
I don't
difference.
even think your dad remembers.
My dad fucked me over with a car. Still had it like 10 years later. I took it, got the title and everything, and he's like, "Man, I need to sell this car." And I'd already sold it. Like it had been like 2 years. And I'm like, "What car?" I'm like, "That wasn't your car. It was Uncle Ralph's car." And he's like, "Oh yeah, you're right." And I was like, "Dumb old bitch."
Yeah.
My dad's
Oh,
fucking-
yeah. I don't remember this car that I
Yeah.
owned.
Oops.
He didn't. My dad's old. And he
okay.
got like staph infection in his head. And it looked like he got shot in the head with a shotgun. And
Oh, damn. That's
we don't
wild.
have a great relationship, but it's getting better the more I can steal from him. So,
Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, that's fair.
I just
Sounds
go
like,
over.
sounds like you're trying to get back in the will.
I'm
There's not
rewriting
gonna be anything
the
left.
will.
What are you talking about?
I'm rewriting.
Keep
Hopefully, I
stealing.
won't need to be in the will by the time that time comes.
I mean, all things considered, you might be the front runner. All things considered, what's happening? You know?
Things are changing around, and every time I leave my dad's house, he's really happy because I've been dosing him with edibles when I see him.
Oh,
So-
that's nice. Look at you.
It is,
You're
yeah.
being a good
and
person.
that's
yeah.
what he does for people he
yeah,
loves.
That's very nice.
Anytime he asks me why I'm not married and if I'm gay, or if I see a black guy come on TV, I'm like, "Hey, before you say something fucked up, why don't you want a
Yeah.
gummy bear?
Yeah.
You want a brownie, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks our relationship has gotten better and mended. It's like, no, fuck you, but you're just high. I'll never
Yeah.
forgive you. But yeah, it's been rocky. But yeah, that's my dad, and Jason doesn't know his because he's a dork.
Fuck him.
Who do you bring back from the dead? Hitler. So we can kill him again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
I was like, oh, okay. I
Like
was
in a
like,
controlled
where is
environment.
this?
He looked at me like I was going to be like, he had some pretty good ideas. No. He was an artist.
Who would I bring back from
I
the
didn't mean to
dead?
do Jimi Hendrix. Of course, there's the obvious ones.
The
people like
obvious
that.
one.
Wouldn't you give a shit about playing the guitar anymore if you brought him back from the dead?
He'd probably give a shit about heroin.
Dimebag Darrell.
Dimebag Darrell. Revolutionary of new metal.
Leave Vinnie Paul dead, though.
Leave any Paul dead.
Yeah.
We can find
What about
another drummer.
Norm?
Norm?
Yeah,
There you go.
Norm would be a good person to bring back.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget, yep.
We'll say 2 years or better, so no Betty White.
No Betty White.
Oh, yeah.
She was. I'm pretty sure she was tired of being
A
here.
lot of good people died recently.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was like, shit,
I'm
man,
surprised I
like,
haven't started seeing the memes of like fuck 2020. They do that for every year. This year took these people. Like the fucking calendar has anything to goddamn
yeah,
do
right.
with it.
Well, the
Yeah.
Aztecs created calendars.
Yeah,
so
we died in
it's their fault.
2012, so I mean,
Yeah.
none of this is real. Lucky of them for getting out of
Time
here.
is a flat circle, everyone.
It's cyclical. You know? If you do cocaine and watch the Terminator, it makes sense.
That's why we're confused about redlining. Yeah.
Yeah. When you said redlining, I thought you were talking about the energy drinks redline that were like worse than
Ew.
cocaine. You
Yeah,
remember
they were
those?
really like cocaine.
I mean, I talked to
Like,
Jason
really?
once. Him and his ex had drank like 3 of them and I went over to her house, and they were both just assaulting me with words. And I just left. I didn't even say goodbye. I was like,
That's way
I
too
can't do
much.
it.
We didn't
Yeah.
realize you were gone for like 30 minutes.
I know because you were still talking.
I think he's still in the car. He said he was going to go get something. I don't know. Let me go check on real fast. Let's see what's going on.
Let's go see if we got
No, no,
cigarettes.
no, no.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant.
Okay.
Who would you bring back from the dead?
I said 3 people.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
You just repeated what we said.
No, I said Betty White, but I said no saying Betty White.
No,
Okay,
because I'm like not even half her age, and I'm tired of being here.
all
She
right.
doesn't want to be here.
How about Andre the Giant?
Andre the Giant?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Kevin Von Erich?
All the Von Erichs. All the Von Erichs are dead.
There were some bad Von Erichs.
I liked Carrie and Kevin. But
Okay. What about you? He's just going to keep talking about wrestling if we let him.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna stop
you're like,
that.
we got to
I'm
change
gonna
the
stop
subject
that
right now.
Wrong podcast.
My
Yeah,
roommate will
sorry.
come out here, and then they're DDTing each other, and
Honestly-
then they're making out.
Probably Benjamin Franklin, because he was living like a wild life in Paris and like just starting the country. It's like there's so many questions.
Oh man, he'd
I
love to see
mean,
where we're at.
yeah.
He turned down being
exactly.
president. Like, he could have easily been president. And he
Exactly.
Was like,
That's
nah,
what I'm
put me
saying.
on a $100 bill, y'all. Fuck
He seems
that.
like he liked to argue, and I like that about him.
I wonder
So
what
I'm
he
like,
would think
oh,
about being on money. Like, oh shit, I'm on money.
He would probably hate it, honestly.
I don't think he'd like it either.
I think he would probably not like
I feel
it.
like he'd like it. He invented all that stuff. He wanted some of the glory.
I think
He wanted some.
Yeah, but like there's like a difference though. Like his ego I don't think was like, oh, I want my face plastered everywhere. It's
Yeah.
like just that like subtle power where it's like everyone knows you have it and you don't have to say it.
Well, because he grew
Type of
weed
thing.
too,
That's
right?
what you want.
I want
crush my
power. I
enemies.
want power the way most women want a baby. I just have to wait for the right man to give it to me. I'm literally just waiting.
need the proper
for it. That's all I
genes.
want.
I'm laughing, but your body, your choice. You can have the power. As a man, I hand that off to everyone. I don't want that power anymore. I don't want the world. It's too much responsibility. Just put me on a $100 bill.
I'm a caretaker, so you know I would love the power to be able to do whatever I wanted.
Yeah. You wouldn't get drunk on power and burn a whole village or anything.
Absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah,
Could
sure.
never.
Of course not. Sure. And then you change your name to ScarJo and make her change her name to Emily.
Yeah, perfect. Exactly.
That's a power move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we at on time here? We have time if you want to give it a spin.
Yeah, yeah.
You haven't spun it in a while.
I'll
You,
reach
you,
past.
you doing a reach around here?
Yeah,
or?
here we go.
Ooh.
I'll hold the shaft. You almost
Okay,
hit I wish
yeah.
my ex.
Favorite body function?
What's your favorite body function?
Favorite body function?
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
Coming.
Okay, well, that,
Duh. I mean,
okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
guess I do get the most enjoyment out of that.
I will say my least favorite is pooping and peeing. Like, when does it stop? I'm done. I don't want
every
to.
day.
It's every day. Pee and poo. I'm so fucking bored.
I mean, I like to eat, so I like,
Yeah,
devouring food.
I think taste. Taste is probably one of my favorites. Yeah.
I eat even when I'm not hungry just because I'm like, oh, I got a taste for this right now.
What about sleeping?
I do a lot of that.
It's nice to feel relaxed. Yeah, I would agree with that.
I like sleeping, but I feel like I don't get restful sleep because I wake up a million times and I never feel like I can sleep for like 8 or 9 hours and still wake up and feel groggy and tired
Why do you wake up so much?
because I'm peeing and pooing.
You get up like frequently during the night?
Well, during the morning because I have weird sleep schedule hours, but No, I mean, I'll wake up and I'll be like, my mouth is dry. I need a drink. And then I'll get a drink of water and then I'll lay there and then I can't go back to sleep and then I fall back asleep and then I wake up again and I don't know. I just can't sleep. It's weird. I was telling Jason this, when I get drunk, I'll pass out and I'll get up at like 9 a.m. the next day and I'm super productive, not hungover. But if I don't drink, I'm up till like 5 or 6. Then I'll sleep till like noon, 1, whatever. And I feel like I'm behind schedule and I'm not getting shit done. It's totally fine.
I hate when
backwards.
that's a trade-off when you feel like you're like just going too much, but then you have to like inebriate yourself to just like get some rest and shit. You know?
Yeah, I feel like I have to like chug a couple beers and then just pass out. I don't do that. I don't.
This
like
is
to drink
problems
that
only
much.
that happen in America.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they're like you throw away more food than we consume in a year.
Also, like, are you on your phone while you're up then? Like,
Not
you're
always.
just
Sometimes I put it down. I'm like, don't get sucked into fucking.
Do you work in the
reels and
medical field? We got
videos
nurse Emily here.
No, I'm just asking because like the blue light keeps your brain activated. So it's like I wear blue like blocker glasses before I go to bed. Like
really?
like an hour or 2 hours before I go to bed because like it'll like calm your brain down. It's like easier to fall
I'm
asleep.
totally
Really?
asking my wife about this shit.
Yeah, send me a link to
It
that.
is,
please.
yeah.
Nice.
And they're like-
no, I
they're
bet
like-
she knows about it.
It's like $10 on Amazon. Those glasses.
Because I've tried
like-
everything. I got Sleepy Time tea, Z-Quil. I've tried
Mushrooms.
CBD, mushrooms, all kinds of shit. And
like
Yeah.
mushroom gummies.
yeah,
Yeah.
and magic mushrooms too.
Like raw ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
They actually wake me up. They don't put me to sleep. Of
course.
Yeah.
yeah, that would not put me to sleep.
Yeah.
The mushrooms.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like I'm tweaking whenever I do like acid or mushrooms. I feel like it's like a stimulant.
Man,
Yeah,
when I
acid
was-
just takes too long. Acid is such a long trip.
Oh yeah, last time I did it, though, I took one tab and it was like 9 hours long.
Same.
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm tired of tasting the colors. Like, I just
yeah,
wanna go to
your
sleep
brain is
now.
exhausted. You're like,
That's
I just
why-
want to go to sleep.
I'll only do it like 3 or 4 in the afternoon because when it's done, it's time to go to bed. And I know people that'll like take it like at 10 a.m. and then like they come down and that come down is just like wired or just tired and I don't.
So they
wanna-
just ride the whole day out. Ride the whole
Yeah, I
day
would
out.
rather do it like around like noon and
Yeah.
then like let it wear off by like 10 o'clock so I can just go to bed.
Instead of the overnight thing.
Yeah, for sure. Because the overnight thing, it's like then it's like late at night and it's like I don't know, it's not great.
Then you're like occupying 2 days on it.
Yeah.
I like to wait later because because I'm an addict and when I come down, I'm like, well, guess I better take another one. I'm not going to sleep and I'm gonna be up. I want to be fucked up. You can judge me. It's fine.
I'm
I
not
don't care.
judging.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
ugh,
Please
like
judge
that
me.
sounds awful.
Please judge me. No, it is awful. It's terrible. I hate it. All right. Well, let's move on because now it's time for some crime stories.
Time for crime stories, bitch. 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 Time for crime stories, bitch.
We got Fox 4 reporting it, so you know it's true.
We've been accused of fake news, but only by TikTok. So we Google every story. we
By
find.
the 16-year-olds on TikTok.
And some other ones that are a little older also. Dad convicted of running sex cult out of daughter's dorm room. Say that. Jesus, man. I was fucked
Say
that up.
that.
Yeah. Dad
way.
convicted of running sex cult out of daughter's dorm room.
Was it like her and the other girls in her dorm?
talk
Like
talk about a tongue twister.
running sex?
For how much we
Sex
talking
jokes.
here?
Yeah.
How much? I mean, we're working with college student budgets here. I mean, unless they're at university, then...
Let me get a ZJ for some ramen.
All right, well, let's find out. So, it's in New York. A man who moved into his daughter's college dorm and charmed her schoolmates with stories about his wisdom and his life travels and
Ew.
experiences. One of those guys.
God.
So wait, hold on. A full-grown man moves into a dorm room. Like, how did nobody tell on this fucking perv?
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, because he was
RAs, no building supervisors, no one who's like, hey, why the fuck are you always here?
That's
was
just
that
Allie's
cool.
dad. Yeah.
He was that cool with his stories
Yeah,
of
he gave the RA
wisdom.
some weed, and then he brought
Yeah.
he bought like pizza for the whole dorm, and they're like, we kind of like Al. He's
Yeah,
all right.
he's
Yeah.
our mascot. It'll be okay. All right.
Also, he banged like 8 of us.
That is.
But he bought us pizza.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. All right. So he was convicted just recently, last Wednesday, on charges that he exploited the close-knit group using threats of violence to enrich himself with millions of dollars of their money.
Wait, how did he get millions of dollars of these
Also,
college girls?
Is this
Let's
New York
find out.
City or is this a college in New York?
Let's find out. Lawrence Ray, 62. 62.
Ew.
First. 62.
This man's 3 times their age.
not-
If they're like 20,
Not
like
52, not 42. This guy's fucking
Six
Ew.
deuce.
ready to collect.
Yeah.
Like 60 can qualify for AARP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't you have 55? You can start drawing like
Social
Social
Security.
Security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social Security is a
Ugh.
myth.
He was,
Jews
It
control
will
the
be
weather.
for us.
Yeah, it will.
It'll be for us.
guaranteed.
I know. Jews control the weather. Anyways, go ahead.
All right.
Just like to throw a few conspiracies in there.
He was convicted at a trial where weeks of testimony was chronicled, and it chronicled his psychological manipulative relationship with the young people he met in the fall, originally of 2010, at Sarah Lawrence College in New York.
So it's a private, like, women's college.
It's a liberal arts school. Yes.
And you said it's in New York City or just in the
State.
state?
It's in New York. It's
So-
not going to be in New York.
If
It's
they're
in
not
the-
saying NYC, then it's upstate.
Yeah.
That's up by Binghamton. That's
Yes.
only other
That's all
places
you know?
there, yeah.
Rochester's
Syracuse,
not by
Rochester.
Binghamton.
And there's no
Buffalo.
D, it's Rochester.
Rochester. Okay.
Buffalo,
Yeah.
Schenectady.
Ooh. Shame on you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
That's one of the fucking worst cities in New York I've ever been to.
I've never been there. Schenectady, stand up. Get this man. Cancel him.
Come
You
get
can't
him.
even spell Schenectady.
It's like Albany. I actually can't spell Schenectady.
Let's hear it.
SCHNECETEY.
That's only
Sure, that's
Schenectady.
probably right. I'm
Sounded right to me.
I don't know how to spell
Yeah,
it.
I'm like,
Whoever's
that's right.
listening, fucking run that shit back. Find out.
Most of our audience is in Germany. So
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah. We
Oh,
say Jew a lot.
interesting.
I'm just kidding.
It's the key phrases that get us there.
I actually looked last night where like 50 something, like 57% here in America, like 28% or 30% German, and then there's like a Virgin Islands.
I've never
somebody in
seen France.
Zimbabwe.
France on there somewhere.
France fell off since we switched.
Oh, might have said something they didn't like.
Weirdly, we're 86% male, 13% female audience.
Weirdly. Why is that?
We are going 1% non-binary, and I'm very proud of
Oh,
that.
okay.
1%,
We should grow
yeah.
those numbers.
I-
Yeah. Grow
Well,
those numbers.
I mean, their body, their choice. So
yeah, for
It's,
sure.
it's the dick and fart jokes that are keeping the high male
Yeah.
audience, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to change. I'm sorry.
Women don't like that, typically.
I think they do. Their body, their choice.
Okay. So Ray was a crook. Ray just got out of prison already for a fraud conviction. And his daughter said, "Come stay with me, Dad. It's all good."
Come stay in my dorm room with these other feeble-minded college kids.
So sentencing was on March 16th. Charges included racketeering, conspiracy, forced labor, sex trafficking, and obstruction of justice. Ray, who stood with his arms at his side, calmly faced the Manhattan Manhattan jury. This is New York
Oh,
City.
so it is NYC.
Yeah, yeah. As the
Yeah, I
guilty
would say
verdict,
this, you probably get a lot more business in NYC than up in
liberal
fucking-
arts,
Yeah.
weird school. No, I'm not saying
yeah,
it's
there's some
weird.
rich
It's not
parents who send their kids there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
weird. There's like a golf college out there in New York City too. Like you go there for golf. That's your major. It's
Big
golf.
Apple.
Yeah.
They're taking a bite out of everything.
All right. Stood there calm. Got his sentence. Guilty verdicts on 15 counts. Says he could face up to life in prison. After the verdict was read, Ray was turned into custody, where he had, of course, since been arrested in 2020. So this was a whole thing that happened over COVID. The arrest. He was waiting all this time to get it done. Lawyers declined to comment outside. Here's what happened.
I feel like that's privilege too, because you said that happened in 2012 or 2010, and he just got arrested in
That's
like
so
March
long,
of 2020.
yeah.
For the last decade, he used violence, threats, and psychological abuse to try to control and destroy the people's lives that were involved.
Wait, is this my dad? That sounds pretty
Let's
close to what
see.
he does. Yeah.
Let's find out. Jurors deliberated for less than a day before receiving the sentence.
Oof. You know you're
that they're
guilty
coming
when
with.
they take less than a day.
Well, even when they go back and there's like 40 minutes of deliberation, you're like, fuck. A day, it's like, I got a chance.
Why so
I got a chance.
quick? Maybe they thought I wasn't guilty. One woman testified she became a sex worker to pay reparations to Ray after becoming convinced that she had poisoned him.
What?
That's just, I'm sorry. Like, that's terrible that he like manipulated people like that, but that's a dumb bitch right there.
What?
You're a fucking dummy.
So he accused her of poisoning him, and then over the next 4 years, he basically frauded her out of $2.5 million in installment payments that averaged $10,000 to $50,000 a week. because we're in
Jesus
Manhattan
Christ.
here at a liberal arts college, these girls are probably like high society.
Yeah, and he's still behind on his daughter's tuition payments.
What the hell? 10 to 15,000 a week? Oh
10 to
my
50,000
god.
a week.
50,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
10K to
shit.
2.5 million. 2.5?
Yeah, 2.5 in total.
Shit.
Oh my
And that's just
God.
one of the victims.
One of them. Ray's lawyers maintain that he was victimized by former friends who fabricated their stories. This is what he's a guilty. That's
Oh
what
my
he's a
God.
victim of. Ray did not testify in his own behalf. Twice, the trial was interrupted as he was taken to the hospital in an ambulance for undisclosed illnesses. This guy's like a fraud. He's a fraud.
Yeah, he's faking
Yeah.
heart attacks
Yeah.
over here.
Several students testified they were drawn into Ray's world as he told them stories of his past influence in New York City politics, including his role in ruining the career of the former New York City police commissioner Bernard Kerlick, if anybody cares. After serving
Nobody
as
does.
best man at his wedding years earlier, Ray had been in fact a figure of corruption in an investigation of corruption, and that's what derailed, I guess, this police commissioner's like notoriety, and he was involved in it. Basically, snitched on him is what it sounds like to me.
Kind of reminds me of that movie Copland with Sylvester Stallone. Have you seen that?
I love that movie.
It's a great movie. It's
Yeah.
like he's
Superboy.
just across the border into New Jersey from like New York City, and all the cops live in this town, and they make it like a safe haven, but they're all crooked. And Sylvester Stallone is like the dummy they put in charge of that town, and they pretty much just walk all over him until he finally stands up to him.
He's the cop of a town full of cops.
Yeah.
And nobody takes him seriously
Yeah,
until he walks through the street with that shotgun.
yeah,
boy.
until yeah.
All right, some of the students agreed to live with Ray in the summer of 2011 at his Manhattan one-bedroom apartment for a while, where his sinister side emerged, and he started to claim that the students had poisoned him and damaged his property. So to make
You got a
amends,
one-bedroom apartment. How sinister and how much property?
Yeah,
can
why
you
did he
have? Yeah.
live there if he had a one-bedroom apartment?
to make
Well, he
amends.
got that with the money. I feel like. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean in Manhattan, yeah, for
This
sure.
could have also been how his hustle started. To make amends, he ended up saying that you guys need to let me move in with you. Also, my daughter, I'm going to come stay with you for a while. I'm going to keep tabs on everyone. I'm going to make sure everyone pays me. This guy was running like a solicitation type situation out of the dorm there. Like
So he was pimping him out.
he's pimping him out, basically.
Ew.
That's
oh my
disgusting.
god.
I wonder how much they were charging and what building they're staying in.
Yes. And is somebody running the operation now? What was it? Sarah fucking Lawrence University?
Yeah.
And
Whatever
his
that
name
is.
was Lawrence what?
His name was Lawrence Ray.
Larry Ray.
Larry Ray.
Sounds untrustworthy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Prosecutors said that the money
Larry.
was never enough. Continuing violence and threat, he videotaped confessions of these people. He videotaped them doing dirt and catching them up and stuff that he can hold over them
It
later.
sounds like he was starting a Scientology
Lots of
clique because that's what they do.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
they
they
take
get-
your secrets and then try to use them against you, and then they make you slap Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any more jokes about it. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I brought it up.
How about this? He, including the ones that didn't want to work for sex, he made them do landscaping. He started a landscaping business and had them cutting grass and shit.
I have allergies, so I got to go blow this dude.
They're like,
Oh.
you're going to be a backhoe either way.
The abuse culminated in October 2018 when Ray, for hours, repeatedly abused the woman who gave her the proceeds from her sex work, forcing her to be tied naked to a chair while he berated her, choked her with a leash, made her fear for her life,
Oh
put a
my
bag
God.
over her head, stuff like that.
Why did he do this to her? Because
Because
accused
he
her of
accused
poisoning her?
them, they poisoned
Poisoned
you.
him?
You guys tried to poison me, and you damaged my apartment. So now I'm going to come collect on you. This is what this is all stemming
And
from.
none of these girls like called their parents being like, hey, this guy's being fucking
he
weird.
has blackmail shit on them. He's
Who
got
cares? Your
videos
pa-
on them.
the-
Yeah, but when their
parents,
parents
though-
notice, like, hey, why are you giving this old dude 50 grand each week?
Also, like, who cares? Like, they couldn't have done anything bad enough that their parents were like, we're not going to protect you. Like, we're not, like, they
You're
have,
on your own.
That's what I'm
right?
saying. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
way.
why we have all this money, so we can buy lawyers for your dumb shit.
If anything, the 1% protects themselves more fiercely than any other group.
Typically,
Yeah.
they don't want their
100
dirt to get out with their name on it.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
they have lawyers and money. That's why I was like, how did none of these girls tell their parents?
You know what? Some of these parents might have even knew, and they'd be like, just pay him. Just pay him. Just don't let it come
like
out.
make like make the problem go away. Yeah. Oof.
Well,
Guess who turned state's evidence on Ray?
His little
His daughter?
blushing
His
baby.
protege, his daughter.
His
Yep.
daughter, yeah.
She worked with him to actually help purposely entice
probably
you to
took a
like a
bigger cut.
Ghislaine Maxwell type situation.
Ew.
He ended up grooming these people with him. They ran this hustle together, and when they were doing their investigation and found out about it, she turned state's evidence and
She's
took
a-
immunity.
She's a nasty little hoe. Fuck her. That's fucked up. Because she talked her friends into doing this shit, and then she can just tell her dad and get out of trouble, and she gets no punishment.
He's not like...
She's just as bad as he is, if not worse, by going along with the plan and knowing these people personally and using that against them.
Yeah, I mean, she's just as bad as him. She knew all these friends, and she got them in on it.
Fucked them all over.
Yeah.
Yep.
I might call this
Abused
episode
them.
a backhoe in the city. Just a backhoe in the city. So how much time did he get?
He's looking at facing life in prison. That's the sentence right now.
Good.
That's the sentence, and it's being appealed.
Good.
Oh, so he got life without or life with?
It's life without.
Life without?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like an automatic appeal. Like you
Yes.
get
Yeah,
to
yeah,
automatically
instantly
appeal.
you're
Yeah.
I listen to
assuming
murder
that's what it
podcasts.
is.
Yeah.
The
They have to
reason
automatically
reason
do
for the heavy sentence was because of his heavy criminal background. He just got out of prison for like 10 years for fraud to begin with. So he's likely either already violating parole or they're taking his previous record.
Well, and he's violent. So clearly violent. So it's like that's another big issue.
And manipulative.
Yeah.
And will do it again.
I want to
Yeah.
know how he tricked that chicken into thinking that she poisoned him.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't think
Also, if you didn't poison somebody, I'd be like, no, I didn't.
It's just like
do that.
I'd be like, no. Yeah.
gaslighting, man. It does wonders.
Yeah. It was just like, you poisoned me. And she's like, no, here's $2.5 million. Here,
Yeah.
you can bang me.
He's like, I said oat milk.
I'm allergic to almond milk. You bitch.
You tried to kill me with real milk. I'm lactose intolerant. Yeah.
You gave me a bagel. I asked for a croissant.
I feel like also the blackmail, whatever the blackmail articles were heavy enough for these chicks to just be worried.
It was probably
be
honestly.
fearful.
Probably sex stuff. He probably had his place cameraed up, and after he banged him or did whatever he did to him, he's like, "I'll show these to people unless you keep banging me and paying
I'm sure
me."
it's like nudes and whatever. Like
and maybe even that like shit that he did with the one girl where there's like a bag over her head,
Yeah,
making her
for
a
sure.
dog leash,
I don't
tied to a
understand.
chair.
Why does that turn you on? Why can't you just have some good old fashioned sex? Like, why do you got to fucking choke someone until they almost die?
Just the old in and out.
Like, if you're into that, that's fine. I'm not shaming anybody who likes to be choked with. That's fine. But like,
and poop and blood and all that. Come on, I want to know
don't
that
bring
stuff.
no pee and poo in here. No,
no.
Get out of here with
Ugh.
that.
I know
Ugh.
we're right next door to those guys, but they don't have to come out.
That's
come on.
they're at school right now. Okay, okay.
Also, is there like not anything less sexy than if you're like trying to hook up with someone and it feels like they're not excited as the same level of excited as you? Is there anything less sexy than that? It's like
yeah.
ew. It's
Right.
like ugh. Like
For regular
I'll
people,
leave.
yeah.
That's
you're
that's
like-
fucking weird.
But I think part of them not wanting it is what turns him on. That's why he's doing it, because he wants to feel that power over somebody.
I'm sure
Power will
that
corrupt you. Power corrupts. I feel like there's people that's what they get off on, though, is that making you do something you don't want to do. Just like how Jason always tries to force an onion in my food, and I don't like
Wow,
onions.
dude. Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
want onions.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'll eat something. He's like, "There's onions in that," and I'll be like, "I've been spitting them out." He's like, "All right." Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's cut it here. This is good. Thanks for coming, Emily. Why don't you tell people where? Tell my mom where she can find you on social media if you want to plug any shows. Anything you got coming up?
Anyone's mom can find me on like Twitter, Instagram, just at Emily Griefer, and any shows coming up. I'm opening for April Macy at the end of May.
She's funny and so cool. Have you ever worked with her?
I've seen her. I've not worked with her. She's very nice and very cool.
She's super cool.
Yeah, and then I have to post it. I just haven't gone through my calendar. I have random bar shows here, there, wherever, So
Yeah.
I just had to figure it out. Playing
Just
a
have
house
to
of
check your
comedy.
page.
Yeah.
In a
You can
house with a
check
mouse, in a box with a fox,
You can
all
check
that
out my
shit,
social media, and
sounds like a
I will
terrible
definitely
show.
post it there. Yeah.
All right, do me a favor before I plug my stuff. Start the music for us. Just point anywhere in the room. Boop. There you go. We do it in post. More lingo. Check out my personal page at Mikey B the Comic on Instagram. It's better than I don't really use my Facebook as much. I do, but more to just see people on their birthday. I unfollow or unfriend them. That's my gift to them.
Hell yeah.
I'm out of here. Fuck you. Just check that at Mikey B the Comic. I did change my Twitter to at Middle Aged Goofball. Go watch me get canceled on Twitter if you want. And the Open Mic Podcast. Everywhere you go, the Open Mic Podcast, MIKE. You can search it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. TikTok, there might not be any volume because they keep stripping our audio. No matter what we put up, no matter what. There'll be
Really?
no cursing or anything. They're like, you're bullying. We're like, What are you talking about?
Who were we bullying?
And then the video
exactly.
after us is somebody shooting somebody.
Yeah,
or
it's like a
smoking
white guy
blunt.
saying the N-word
Yeah.
to a black lady and pulling a gun on her and smoking
my
crack.
God.
And it's like
A million
5
likes. Yeah.
5 million views, 1 million likes, 4,000 shares. And I'm like, I just said the word vagina. I'm like, why
my
are we
God.
like,
I
that's
feel
so
like a
stupid.
snitch. I'm like, but what about these guys? Like, I'm fucking gonna report them now.
I think
my God.
we even commented. I think Jason even commented just like it was an old lady dancing. He goes, looks like Granny's just throwing it out there, and they're like, this is against community guidelines, and we appealed it, and they're like, oh, okay, never mind.
And they put it back up. The comment. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
dick. But anyways, they're dicks, dick cock, whatever you want to call them. What's Twitter?
Open Mic 5000.
Cool. That's it. I think I don't have any shows I want to promote. Yeah, you got anything else?
No, I
Anything?
think that's
No?
it. Yeah.
No shows? You suck.
I got some out of town shows there.
Oh, he's got things in the books.
Yeah, I'm doing shows in Germany, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
Addison Improv 420. I have a few free tickets left for that. And next week, right after that, I'll be in DC for about 4 days. And I can't remember everything else because I'm kind of high. So, whatever. That's it.
Fuck it.
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.